Okay, here we go. According to the Garmin, I got 7.7 miles of climbing to get 2,369 feet. It's time to climb. I think it's all downhill from here. Hey there, welcome to another Two-Wheeled Wednesdays. In 10 days from today, I'll be lining up at the start of the Sasquatch Duro gravel race up in Oak Ridge, Oregon. It's the final race and the championship of the 2024 Oregon Triple Crown Gravel Series. Surprisingly, to me at least, I'm still mathematically in the running to finish the series on the podium. Mathematically, at least. I'm doing the shortest of the three routes, but it's still 32 miles long with about 4,500 feet of climbing. You know, at this time, 2 years ago, I could barely ride 10, 15 miles, much less even fathom climbing anywhere near 4,500 feet in one ride. I'm going to celebrate my 67th birthday next month. Don't let anyone, anytime, anywhere tell you that you're too old to do anything. Sure, I might not be as fast as I was 40 years ago, but I've got decades of experience to draw upon. With age comes wisdom, right? Well, we'll see about that. Anyway, today we're going to do a ride that's as similar to the race route as I could find leaving from my house. Here's a map of today's ride. I started about 3 miles upriver from Gold Beach, but starting in town would be a great option too. After a short ride along the beach down 101, we turn eastward on Hunter Creek Road. Hunter Creek Road turns to gravel and becomes Forest Service Road 3680, and then the climbing begins. Over the next 8 or so miles, you gain about half a mile of vertical. But then you get a half a mile descent. You end up on the north bank of the Rogue River at the Quasatney Creek Bridge, about 14 or miles so inland from Gold Beach. And from there it's all pavement back to town with a few little hills along the way. All in all, the loop is a little more than 41 miles, with a total of over 3,500 feet of climbing. Okay, well, on race day, there will be an aid station at the top of the big climb with drinks and snacks, but not today. So I've got some extra water and food in my pack. I won't be wearing the pack on race day. But I think I'm ready. You ready? Awesome. Let's ride. Oh, it's a gorgeous morning. It's a little chilly in the shade for right now, but I'm getting out early. I'm sure I'll be wishing it was this chilly later. There's a heat advisory for where we're going And up in the hills, it's supposed to be in the 90s. But right here, it's beautiful. It's gonna be an epic day. It's gonna be an epic ride. Photo op. All right. All right, this looks like the perfect spot for the first break of the day. The major climb starts right there. Okay, here we go. According to the Garmin, I got 7.7 miles of climbing to get 2,369 feet. It's time to climb. Leveled off to 11%, so I can turn on the camera. more shade over here now. But it's a trade-off. Either stay in the shade where the mosquitoes and horseflies are, or to go out in the sun and bake. But flies don't like it. Flies are smart. Well, according to Garmin, I think most of the steep stuff is behind us. We've gone 2/3 of the way up and less than half of the way across. So I can switch to the other camera and a better microphone. Boy, that last section was tough. Between the heat and the sunscreen running into my eyes and the bugs and the steep pitch and the loose gravel. Phew! That was a challenge. But I made it. And now we're going fast enough to cool off and fast enough to leave the bugs behind for a minute. So I think my legs are in good shape for the race. But looking back at the other races, the other gravel races that I've done, you know, you learn from your mistakes, right? It's part about being older and wiser. At the Yachats race, I bonked heavily because I was too cold to stop at the rest stops, so I didn't take on enough calories or enough hydration. Even though it was pouring rain, I still needed to keep drinking, and I finished all the water that I had. So today, well, let's roll back a bit. So since then, I've been keeping track of my calories and my water levels. And I generally go through about a bottle of water an hour. And on a hilly route like this, I burn somewhere around 600 or 700 calories per hour. So I've got enough food and water to cover that. I've got 4 bottles of water, and you know, we're 2.5 hours into this, and 2 of the bottles are already empty. So I'm doing good. I'm keeping hydrated. And I started out the day with